Searching for the best sports bar in Van Nuys, authentic South African food in Los Angeles, or the ultimate place to watch rugby, soccer, or the big game in the San Fernando Valley? Today on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, we're taking you inside Springbok Bar and Grill in Van Nuys, the legendary South African restaurant and sports bar known for its incredible game day atmosphere, massive beer selection, and authentic South African dishes you can't find at most restaurants in LA. From juicy burgers and sizzling grilled meats to traditional South African favorites, this hidden gem restaurant in Van Nuys has become the go-to spot for rugby fans, Premier League soccer fans, and food lovers looking for something completely different in the SFV. And whether you're searching for the best burger in Van Nuys, where to watch international soccer in Los Angeles, or unique restaurants in the San Fernando Valley, this place absolutely delivers. So today on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, we're taking you to one of the best sports bars in the San Fernando Valley, and that's Springbok Bar and Grill here in Van Nuys on Victory Boulevard. Now, this place is synonymous over the years if you want to watch the best rugby matches, international soccer games, and most importantly, just the big game. Any game, this is one of the best places to come in the Valley. But what's really underrated is their menu. And we're going to be taking a look at all of that today. So come join us for this episode of Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley. All right, AK, so walk me through the vision of the Springbok Bar and Grill. What people expect when they actually come here for the first time through your doors.
The first time people come here, they expect it to be a heavy sports bar, but they're always surprised that we have such a good kitchen, such a good menu. We have a lot of South African traditional dishes, but then your bar classics like burgers, wings, things like that. And so I think that people are always, they know they're gonna feel like it's their neighborhood bar. It feels a lot like a Cheers kind of a bar where we know everybody who walks in and we know what they're gonna drink, but also it is a solid menu. They know we're gonna have sports on and they know they're gonna have a good time.
So how did this even come about? Because obviously, I don't think when you think, most people think of the San Fernando Valley, they don't think of a place from South Africa.
3 South African guys couldn't get boerewors anywhere, so they made it happen.
Well, there you have it. And then obviously there's a pretty good sized expat community of South Africans that are here to watch all the rugby and cricket games.
100%. I would say that for South African rugby, South African cricket, South African soccer even, South African boxing UFC, we have a huge turnout of South Africans and they will eat us completely out of our Peri-Peri Chicken and boerewors and samosas.
All right, so speaking of your menu, because I think that's one of the most underrated things here. I think people, a lot of people think, you have all these TV screens. It's a great place to hang out and watch the big game, whether it be here domestically or internationally. But everything I've had on your menu is phenomenal. And I think, like I said, it's so underrated. So walk me through some of the most popular items that you have on your menu.
Ooh, this is my favorite question because I eat here 5 days a week for 12 years. So I would say my favorite things on the menu are probably the chicken peri-peri. It is a traditional South African dish. We import the peppers and make the sauce here ourselves. It is on the spicy side, but it also depends on the day. It's like jalapenos. Sometimes you get one and it's crazy, sometimes not so crazy. So one of my favorite dishes for sure. I would say that the curry that we have is really unique to us. It comes in lamb, chicken, and veggie. I always get the chicken, just a chicken gal, but the lamb is the most popular. I always get the filet sandwich. It is so good, so underrated, and it's a piece of filet that you can't get at a better price. The boerewors roll is a really popular one, and samosas. If you've never had a samosa, it is like a South African empanada. So it's a curried beef, potato, and veg, all wrapped up in a little pocket. It is fantastic.
Oh my God, I can stick that right in the vein. But your burgers are phenomenal also.
We just won an award for our burgers not too long ago, yeah. So the burger is a really popular one. And our wings too. People come in and get the wings all the time. And we offer the wings, not just in our buffalo that we make here, but also in the peri-peri sauce that we make here as well.
All right, but of course, this is a bar, so pretty much any drink they can find here, right?
Yep, we are a full bar. We have 25 beer taps, so we can offer pretty much any beer you want. And we have a full bar. Our only rule is no blender, no mint. So if it's not a blended and if it's not a mojito, I can make it.
Sounds simple enough. All right, let's go back in the kitchen and see how you guys do everything.
All right, let's go.
All right, so I'm here with my better half today, and so we're gonna try these two dishes. We got the samosas and the peri-peri. And look, I'll be honest, I think almost everything here on this menu is fantastic. You can't go wrong, whether it be the burger, whether it be any of their entrees, anything they have is really solid. This isn't just typical bar food menu where you come for the game and then it doesn't really taste very good. So let's start with the samosas. So samosas, I think a lot of people kind of associate more with Indian food, right? And so they're always usually triangular, and this one's super crispy on the outside. Wonderful aroma. Absolutely love it. And it's packed with a variety of different things in the middle. So let's take a bite. Let's dip it in. There's sweet and sour sauce. Super delicious. What type of flavor did you find in this?
Well, I love curry, so I have curry here, so I'm very happy. And the spice is just perfect. It's not too spicy, so I think you'll be perfect for everybody. Like spice, if you don't like spice.
Yeah, it has a nice little kick to it. It's nothing overwhelming at all, but you know, filled with meat, and you also got the vegetables in there, and they're able to just pack it in. Again, this pastry that's really crispy on the outside, but not overly crispy. As you can see, but when you push on it, it starts to break. So kind of flaky on the outside. Really delicious. All right, that could almost be a meal because I love samosas, but we are gonna try the peri-peri. And so what is the peri-peri if you're not familiar with it? So if you've never had it before, it's a spicy African style chili sauce made with peppers, garlic, citrus, and herbs that pack with flavor and heat. And it's super huge in South Africa and Portuguese cooking. All right, let's try this. So they have this chicken over the French fries. It comes with a coleslaw and a little bit of a side salad with a wonderful sauce. So kind of take a piece here, cut it, get some French fries on here. You know, when you look at it, you almost think that you're gonna get just the chicken flavor, right? And you're not really sure what the sauce is going to bring to the table on it. But for me, I like how the kick kind of comes a little bit afterwards, but it doesn't overwhelm the flavor of the chicken.
It's just the perfect amount of spice in the mix with like some citrus. It's just like a perfect balance. And with the French fries and the salads, it's just a good meal.
Right, because the French fries kind of give it that softening, especially on the sauce. You have a little bit of the sauce on top of the French fries. And so all in all, a really interesting and really cool dish. And I could see why this would be very popular. And you know, also, if maybe you're not a huge fan of wings, but you like chicken at the same time, right? Maybe you just don't like the style and how messy wings can get. This is definitely a great alternative. And then, you know, if it gets a little too spicy for you, you got the coleslaw here, and then come on over here, you're gonna see, you got this little side salad with this dressing on top. So this is a fulfilling dish, and it goes perfect with this beer. So what do you think coming over here to the Springbok Bar and Grill in Van Nuys for your first time?
I'm very happy with the food, because you're so used to go to the bars and always burgers, wings, always the same kind of menu, pizza, and you come here and that's real food. You just feel like you're in the bar but eating good food.
I think Vanessa hit the nail on the head when it comes to the Springbok Bar and Grill for a couple of things. I think, yes, on the food side, you know, it's great because you can order items that are from South Africa, right? And then, you know, you can still get your traditional hamburger, and they just won an award for one of the best burgers in LA. So I think you can't argue with that. And then on top of it, you know, you've got your typical bar food, right? So you have a plethora of items to be able to choose from. And, you know, again, so many different bars here in the greater Los Angeles area. They have some items, right? But it's just typical bar food. So they have full entrees here also. So it's a great neighborhood bar. It's almost like a restaurant, very family friendly. This is the place to come to if you want to watch your domestic or international sporting event. And obviously this is the place you have to be to watch your South African cricket, rugby, or soccer match. So I think there's a lot to be able to offer here at the Springbok Bar and Grill. And they're located again in Van Nuys on the north side of the street on Victory Boulevard. Come and check them out. And if you like this episode, gosh, you already know what to do at this point. Make sure you like, comment, most importantly, share, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Eat, Live, Love, San Fernando Valley.